hospitals, all hit the hardest. We will ignite not in light, but in the lack thereof. For it is the loss that we truly learn to love. In this chaos, we will discover clarity. And suffering, we must find solidarity. For it is our grief that gives us our gratitude, shows us how to find hope if we ever lost it. So ensure that this ache wasn't given in vain. Don't ignore the pain. Give it purpose. Use it. Read children's books, dance alone, and to DJ music. Know that the distance will make our hearts grow fonder. From these waves of woes, our world will emerge stronger. We'll observe how the burdens braved by humankind are also the moments that make us humans kind. Let us each morning find let each morning find us courageous, brought closer, heeding the light before the fight is over. When this ends, we will smile sweetly, finally seeing in testing times, we become the best of beings. Amanda Gordon. So Amanda puts it in poetic prose about this whole transformational process we've been going through with the pandemic. And I can remember back in 2019, 2020, when we were all sitting around, well, we weren't. We were all independently sitting in our homes trying to figure out, what is this thing about? Some of us were scared. Some of us were happy to not have to have all the interaction, and the whole gamut in between. And I think at that point in time, during that period of time, a lot of us came in touch with what it means to be part of a community, what it means to be part of society, what it really means to be a human on the planet with all the devastation that was going on around us. So if we take that in today's lesson, the next couple of weeks, we'll put that in context. Today's word is protection. This is the first place to go, by the way, when we find ourselves on our knees. God is here, I am safe. There's no place that God is not, so there's no place that you are not safe. Once in a while, I enjoy things that frighten me, like our little video person over here. Sharing ghost stories around campfires, watching a spooky movie, even savoring the uneasy feeling of just before the thundering down the first hill on a roller coaster. All of these things can feel scary, even though I know that I'm in no real danger. If I begin to feel unsafe in any situation, I remember that right where I am, God is. Breathing in, I release tension. My body relaxes. Fearful thoughts begin to dissolve. Breathing in, I can think more clearly. Slowly, I regain renewed strength and peace of mind. My confidence returns as I remember that nothing in the world can prevail against the strength, the wisdom, and the love of God. The psalmist puts it this way: even though I walk in the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me, and your rod, your staff, they comfort me. God is here, and I am safe. And so it is. Amen.
Let's just take a moment now to focus our awareness on that one presence and one power that's always active in our lives. God. God the good.
Go within to the one inside. Go within. Let it be your guide. Go within. touch the truth, go within, know it's you. Go within to the place that's still. Go within, let that be your will. Go within, touch the truth. Go within, know it's you.
As we begin this time of meditation and prayer, pay attention to the breath, your breath, that life force within you. Breathing in deeply, breathing deeply into your heart space. Breathing deeper and deeper into that heart space and feeling the emanating power of love that generates from that heart space. And now, allow your breathing to become normal. And let my words be your words. I set all other thoughts aside and silently breathe in the breath of God. There exists no other moment but this one occurring right now. And with my deep breathing, I release the tension of the day on each exhalation. I spend some time in that space right now. I allow the God energy that I breathe in to extend to every inch of my body, and I feel the light energy of God penetrating every cell of my being. I allow my deep breathing to return to normal, and I relax into the private time with the one source, the one power, universal spirit, God the good. I know that I manifest as a perfect creation of the living God, spiritual, harmonious, fearless, and free. I reflect all that consists of the universe of good. And from every direction, everywhere come words of truth, making me know that I feel free, wise, and happy. I appreciate the world in which I live. I show forth to the world health, wisdom, and peace. I reveal to myself and those around me perfect health in every part of my being. I feel fearless, free, strong, wise, and able to do everything that belongs to me to do each day. God works through me to will and to do that which ought to be done by me. I function as a living demonstration of the power of truth to set freedom into health and strength for living service to the world. I acknowledge and to my internal being that I generate wealth and strength and a livingness through and through. God emanates life. God emanates health. God emanates strength and support forever. I sense it in body, in mind, and in spirit. I pronounce myself well. I pronounce myself strong. And as God saw the works of his hands good, so I myself manifest as good. All manifests as good. And in love and light, I release all concerns over to law. And I know that all is well within me and within my world. And so it is.
Go within to the place that still go within. Let that be your will. Go within. Touch the truth. Go within. Know it's you.
Thank you, Ron and Karen. But I think we had to put you back up on the stage here. Ready to shift gears and do a special music? Well, he may have something to say.
And he's going to say it too. I was going to say, you'd think we'd had a meeting and planned all this, but we haven't. It all just kind of is flowing together, and that's so beautiful. So beautiful. This may be a first for Unity Port Townsend. As you may recall from last time I gave a talk, we have music just thrown out all over the place. And today is no exception. The song that Ryan is going to be singing is from a Disney cartoon movie, 2016, called Zootopia. I don't know if anybody's even ever heard of it. A few people might have. It's the theme song. Okay, I hadn't heard of it before. It is a story that, for us boomers, I think could have the impact that Bambi or Dumbo had back in our generation. But it kind of has just slipped through the cracks somehow. Basically, Zootopia is the story about a little girl bunny and a cynical, streetwise fox who go to Zootopia, which is a great, big, wonderful city based on the fact that all the animals have learned, predator and prey, how to live together. There's no fear, everybody works together and cooperates. But there's a dastardly plot from sinister forces which is trying to destroy it and separate everybody. That's not contemporary, is it? No. Anyways, if you have a chance to see it, it's fun, it's funny, the music is great, and that's kind of the plot. I'm not going to talk about that very much, but I just wanted you to know where it's coming from. Try everything.
messed up tonight. I lost another fight. I still mess up, but I'll just start again. I keep falling down, keep on hitting the ground, but I always get up to see what's next. Birds don't just fly, they fall down and they get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. Well, I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. Oh, 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 try everything. Oh, 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 try everything. Oh, 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 try everything. Look how far you've come. You've filled your heart with love. Baby, you've done enough. Take a deep breath. Don't beat yourself up. Don't need to run so fast. Sometimes we come last, but we did our best. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up. I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I'll keep on making those new mistakes. I'll keep on making them every day. Those new mistakes. Whoa, oh, 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 try everything. Whoa, oh, 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 try everything. Whoa, oh, 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 try everything. Oh, oh, try everything. Oh, 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 try everything. Oh, 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 try everything. Oh, 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 try everything. Try everything.
And welcome to all of you Zoomers out there, too. We didn't acknowledge you. I do. Whatever time zone you're in, whatever you're doing, however you are. We're glad that you could be with us today, too. I won't give up. No, I won't give in until I reach the end, and then I'll start again. I don't want to leave. I want to try everything. I want to try it even though I could fail. And the title of my talk this morning is The Blessings of COVID. Rather strange topic, huh? Well, it happened. Slightly over a month ago, I felt really, really bad and tested myself for COVID and was positive. This was my first direct experience with this disease. And except for one person, a former fraternity brother in college, I didn't think I even knew anyone who'd had COVID. Anyways, I felt horrible for 2 days. But during that time and ever since, I realized that, as usual, I was being given blessings through the experience. I want to try and share some of this with you today. Blessing. Pam used the word over 20 times in her talk last Sunday. David will be sharing with us for the next 2 Sundays about blessing, so I'm going to leave the details and the etymology and the descriptions to him. In fact, the book, The Gentle Art of Blessing, will be one of our upcoming book studies in 2023. It's a good book. I would encourage you to check it out. So, anyways, rather than preempt what David is going to share, I just went to Google. And Google says a blessing is 3 possibilities: a special favor, mercy, or benefit, a favor or gift bestowed by God and bringing happiness, or invoking God's favor upon a person or situation, as in, bless you, bless this situation. Now, my blessings from the COVID experience took several forms. First was the blessing of a deep existential identity for all the folks and their families and their loved ones who had serious COVID episodes. Mine was apparently a mild case. I didn't have to be hospitalized or put on ventilators or have people come in to help me or anything like that. And so I just waited and waited and waited until I was sure I was no longer contagious. That was so I could bake cookies for the Mystic Fair and not infect half of Port Townsend in the process. I do have a few lingering effects. I'm very tired. I have to take a lot of naps each day because I just get worn out by doing stuff. And I got brain fog. So in case I lose my place here, that's what's happening. I just kind of forget. Or it could be because I'm 76, but no, it's the COVID. It's not that. But these are Spirit's ways of reinforcing the lessons from this experience. And I'm grateful for that blessing, the reminders. And as we come into holidays, I'm grateful for the prayers and healing energy that can be sent to the children and the partners and the families and the friends who will miss somebody this year. Second blessing I had, besides being this just existential awareness of others who had gone through the same experience, was the blessing that I hadn't passed my condition on to anybody else. I self-isolated even longer than was recommended. So y'all didn't have coffee for 2 Sundays. You survived, so did I. I have great gratitude that I didn't get COVID while I was caregiving for my dear friend Cara as she was recovering from her stroke. She was not vaccinated. She was very vulnerable. And most of what we did during that time of self-isolation was do things in the house. We never had a chance much to go out except to the drugstore, the hospital, the doctor's office, and the grocery store, all of which mandated masks. So it was fairly safe. And gratitude that I didn't pass anything on to my grandchildren who weren't vaccinated. And I was with them the day before the symptoms began to appear. I'm very grateful for that. So I'm grateful I didn't pass it on to anybody, and that's a blessing too. And third, I'm thankfulness for the blessing of you here in Unity Port Townsend. This community, helping to coordinate our TLC care team, it always seems an occasion for deep gratitude when folks take time to bring food or hold someone in prayer or do some little chore that made a big difference. In my case, I have a cat who's having problems as he gets older and finding his litter box. And I was running out of cat litter, and I wasn't going to leave the house. Fortunately, I had someone who was willing to go to the store just to buy me some cat litter. Doesn't seem like a big deal, does it? But it meant a lot. It felt so blessed to feel healing, loving energy when my energy was so focused on just getting better. These have been tangible, real blessings for me and have brought me a sense of peace and a sense of freedom. Last week, Pam talked about Julian of Norwich, who lived in the 14th century during the Black Plague. And she came up with 7 lessons, you may recall from last week, on how to navigate the pandemic and spiritually grow. And number 1, the first one being, don't flee the darkness. Stick around for everything that the suffering, chaos, unknowing, and dark night of the soul might teach us. Kind of like that Zootopia song. I don't want to leave. I want to try everything. I want to try it even though I could fail. Peace and freedom. Peace lies not in the external world. It lives in one's own soul. People can travel down many different avenues in pursuit of paths seeking peace, external appetites and passions, but they always seem to come up short of the hoped for satisfaction. We may chase peace, inner peace, hither and yon, but it will always be just beyond our grasp because we're searching for it where it's not. To be at one with Spirit, as Karen was talking about in her meditation, just to be at one with Spirit is to be at peace. That is the greatest blessing. Whatever else is going on, peace. No fear. Have you ever noticed people who seem to live charmed lives? I think for a great deal of it, it's because they're not living in fear. The moment we fear anything, we open the door for the very thing that we're afraid of to come in and become real. Manifest the darn thing. But to the degree to which we're given grace to realize our oneness with the infinite power of God's presence, always. David was talking about that. We can become truly calm and quiet, blessed with freedom from the little disturbances that before so much annoyed us. It is certain. I am filled with this inner peace to the extent that I can surrender and open myself to Spirit's inflow as it pours through me. And then I realize that I can carry peace and calm with me wherever I go and whatever circumstance I may be in or may encounter. And I find that the main key to this type of freedom is knowing your true identity. Unity, we have a way of summing that up very nicely. You are a spiritual being having an earthly experience for a divine purpose. But be warned, when you begin to use this key awareness, your ego is going to be greatly disturbed. It will wildly attempt to grab your attention and turn you back into your false self. You see, as you raise consciousness and accept your spiritual identity, a spiritual being having an earthly experience for a divine purpose, the ego, with all of its rough edges, is going to be suppressed. You will find overcoming your ego a significant challenge. It's never willing to accept defeat graciously. It's kind of like challenging elections. But through a persistent commitment, you'll learn. The end of the song. I'll keep on making those new mistakes. I'll keep on making them every day. Those new mistakes. It doesn't stop with a blanket forgiveness. It keeps happening. It keeps going on. You can indeed rise to the challenge and surpass it. Now, for many, mistaken identity stems from one's job or career, creating a belief that you are what you do. And moreover, mind and ego don't stop with that. They form even still more identities based on my relationships, my circumstances, opinions, my self-judgments, and others' judgments of me. But none of these are who I am. None of these are my identity. They're either what I've dreamed up by myself or what life has brought to me. Many of us, I suspect, have derived our identity of self from everything external and has created an illusion of who we are. You are not made of external anything. You are an eternal being of light, created out of divine love. Any one of your externally derived identities can be changed or even abandoned, left while you're on earth. All of them will be left the moment that you leave this plane of existence, except the love that you are. And this reality will stay with you always. And everything else is merely an experience I'm having. And to be reminded of this powerfully has been for me the greatest blessing of COVID. If someone overcomes cancer or alcohol addiction or whatever, a dysfunctional family, childhood, even then, your identity is not that of a survivor. Believe it or not, calling yourself a survivor is an act of the ego. It gives someone a sense of status by way of another false identity. So for me, and I guess what I most want to pass on to you today is that disease and its outcome is not meant to identify you. but to give you an experience for which only your soul knows the reason. The difference you make in this world is by your presence and your true identity as a missionary in a foreign field. I've come to realize that. A lot of my life is I'm a missionary in a foreign field. This is a blessing. And it's the greatest blessing of all. When I started writing down some notes and ideas for this talk, it was last Thursday, October 27th. And I happened to be looking at the Daily Word also. And I want to share the reading for that day also. And the theme was comfort. The comforting love of God eases my burdens. I remember times in my life when I felt hurt or afraid, and how I was comforted by the kind words and actions of another. They reminded me that I am loved and valued, and assured me that things were going to be okay. Even if conditions seemed bleak, trusting the support and care of a dear one comforted me. It's heartening to know the comforting God. Let me try that again. It is heartening to know the comforting love of God through others. This caring and warmth is not only mine to receive, but also to give. A compassionate act, a charitable word, and an understanding heart may well be exactly what someone else needs. God is the ultimate comfort, the security and shelter for an aching heart and a troubled mind. I comfort others when I open my heart to them and let the healing light of God shine through. And the Bible text associated with this one is from Psalm 119. This is my comfort in my distress, that your promise gives me life. To finish up, again, a little strange music thing. Johnny Bryan is part of the Storm Before the Calm class, and we met this past Wednesday, and as we talked about topics kind of related to this, he shared a song that he had written. And I said, oh, would you please come and sing it for us on Sunday? And you made it good. He was also playing at the Presbyterian Church, so he got... Oh, you dropped out on the Presbyterians. Good.
Could we plug it in direct instead of using the microphone?
Or either's fine.
I guess I would plug it from...
Sounds pretty loud for this room.
Let's see. I guess I'll use mine. Okay. It's going to pop unless you use it.
I heard that earlier today, too.
Can you move? Okay. You got it.
I look forward to experiencing and sharing this song more wonderfully than I originally experienced when I heard it back in 1975. This song was created by a group of people. That means multiple hearts and multiple minds for the purpose of creating a song that could go into a songbook. And it did back then. And one of the reasons I value the words of the song so much is because we are not just one. We're one. As we hear different times, we are all one. But to know that we are multiple, and there's so many different varieties of us. Right there? Oh, okay. You have a pretty strong voice, and it just goes anyway. The song's entitled Life Gracious Enough. It was If Life is Gracious Enough, and I shared this song with Nancy Anna, a dear former member of our congregation, and still too. And she said, John, what about leaving out if? But it can be there too. But she was affirming that life is gracious enough, and I believe that also. If life were gracious enough to grant my way, reach to the ends of the earth, give love in every day, for each to find their home with peace and friendship there, where joyous songs abound and happiness to share. If life were gracious enough to grant this dream, see your face in the stars, hear your voice in every stream, the comfort of your smile in the warm caress of spring, and in this dance of life all the while, feeling the love in everything. Well, let us make this life gracious enough to fulfill all the dreams. Lift off the weight of the world, and love will blossom supreme. Free each heart from its pain and anguish of the past. And in this presence of love, true joy will reign at last. Let it be so.
Offering.
Thank you, Johnny. As always, you bring life to music. Much appreciated. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we're going to have another song, huh? Ron? Is that what we got going? Offertory? Oh, all right. You know, there's this theory about how the earth was created called the Big Bang Theory. And there was a country western singer named Joe Diffie, never got any very far. Joe Diffie had this song called Welcome to Earth, Third Rock from the Sun. And his explanation of the Big Bang Theory is that all this chaos is making perfect sense. So welcome to Unity as we shift gears and go in towards our offertory. So this is the time where we do receive the offering, so I invite you to take it out, see your offering out from your hand or your heart. We'll place it into this vessel in the middle. And we bless it as we do here each week. And Tom talked about it. Johnny sang about it. Ron sang about it. And it's that we are a spiritual being having a human experience. And as a human experience, or as a human, we get to animate the divine through our actions and our thoughts and our prayers and all that comes. So this blessing that we do here each week is a really good reminder of how the hierarchy works. It's not from us down, it's from us up. Lifting up ourselves, all of our thoughts, all the people that we come in contact with. And that is our responsibility. So let us bless our offering as we do here each week together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Ah, sweet, sweet Spirit, Mother, Father, God, I am so blessed. I am so blessed by all that's come through. Me, you, us, all that's yet to be. So we are one humanity, one with our Creator. And in that oneness is where we find the peace to navigate the external circumstances. The place where we can come forward in non-judgment and compassion, an expression of love. And as we do that individually, we affect the collective. And as the collective does that, we create nirvana, heaven on earth. And let's make that our spiritual journey. For indeed, I believe that is our journey, to understand our oneness with our Creator and express it. And in doing so, create heaven on earth. And for all of our blessings, we say, thank you, God. So it is.
Thank you, God.
Amen. Thank you.
Cool.
Let you take that. Okay, now as we prepare to wrap up this service. Okay, I got a couple of tags here on my note sheet. It says, Reverend Pam says, love to everyone. She's having a great time, and she's not worried about us screwing things up. Thank you, Pam. I think she's on her way to, someplace in Italy. They're getting ready to climb onto the cruise ship and cruise her way back to New York. So it should be exciting for them. I know it's exciting up here for us, that's for sure, right, Tom? Okay, so we got a couple of things going on other than everything that's on the website, so feel free to go to the website and find out about Wednesday meditation at high noon. You can find out about meditations that are occurring here in the sanctuary or in the hearth room or classes online. Tom's going to continue on with the book, The Storm Before the Calm, which is kind of the genesis, I think, in part of your talk today. That's coming back up on the 9th, so it's every other Wednesday. And then Karen's doing the Sunday morning, right? At Sunday morning, 9:30 to 10:30, Breaking the Habit of Being Human. Oh, being yourself. That's what it is. That's what it is. I thought it was pretty close, so. See? All right, there we go. We can create a brand new mind. Boy, there are days that may be really appropriate. So, other than that, I'd like to remind everybody of the prayer box in the back of the sanctuary. Your prayer requests will be held for a week and then on to Silent Unity for 30 days additional prayer. There's power in the written word. There's more power in the spoken word. So if you wish to pray with somebody after service, I'd be happy to entertain that, and somebody else that's a prayer chaplain here I can point out to you. So, all right, with that, let's do our closing circle. So let's join in a circle here, kind of in towards the middle. We'll see what we get, or a Neva or something. Just line. We can do it in a big circle. I don't know. I think we're close. Yeah, we are.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth. Yes, it begins me.
And we know the light of God surrounds us, the
love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
And as I blow out the candle, the vapors from the candle go up into the ethers, raising our prayers and our consciousness.
Ready?
You go first. No. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Indeed. Yeah. A little extra out there for the refreshments today. We've got some organic cider and some of the cookies that y'all didn't get at the Mystic Fair, the soft molasses cookies, and a little bit of candy corn just because it's Halloween. Okay.